This week's Michigan Lottery Excellence in Education winner is Amber White from North Branch Area Schools. Amber, congratulations.
Thank you.
We have a video from your nominator. Let's take a look.
Hello, my name is Jim Fish, and I've been in education for 37 years, with the last 6 as superintendent of North Branch Area Schools. I have not worked with anyone who is more passionate about supporting teachers and educating our youth than Amber White. I would put Amber's intelligence, work ethic, dedication to students, and passion for education up against anyone in the country. Amber's background is in literacy, and she spends a lot of time volunteering both locally, nationally, and internationally. She is the driving force that moves the needle as our school district prioritizes academic achievement for all students. The person most responsible for supporting, leading, and growing our teachers is Amber White. I appreciate Michigan Lottery sponsoring the Excellence in Education Award, and I enthusiastically nominate Amber White as a worthy recipient of the award. Thank you.
Amber, what goes through your mind when you hear that?
Jim was very gracious. It takes a team. And in my position, I work with a lot of colleagues. And it means a lot coming from somebody who's as dedicated as he is.
Yeah. Why do you teach?
Kids, hands down. Kids, the best part of the job. I work in a community where I grew up, so it's an opportunity to give back, and it feels good to serve the community in which I was raised.
So the letter that your superintendent sent in says that you routinely work 80 plus hours per week, not exaggerating, underlined, because she spends her days supporting teachers in the classroom and then her evenings working on grants, technology, and curriculum issues. You don't have to spend that much time. Why do you do that?
Someone once said, I think about it's not work if you love what you're doing. And sometimes I just find myself getting lost doing projects, or a teacher might need, they're looking to get something like, hey, there's a grant for that. Next thing I know, I look at my clock and it's 11:30 at night. I'm submitting that grant so that teacher can get that technology, or, it's kind of like an addictive, or you're making a difference if it's something that you can see, because it's my community, it's my students. It feels really good to just be serving and doing all I can to make sure that they're getting what they need.
You talked about growing up in the community, so you went to school there too, right?
I did, and at first I was actually working alongside, which I would still call him Mr. or Mrs. Smith, and they're like, no, I'm so-and-so now, but out of respect, I'm like, but it was my former teacher. And so it's pretty amazing to be surrounded with people that you've known for a long time and you've trust, or actually was your teacher.
Your superintendent also says that he decided to interview for the superintendent position, but his first visit before doing that was with you, and he could have retired and spend time with his grandkids. But he said, I know she's making a difference and I wanted to do that too. Yeah,
that warms my heart, because that means a lot coming from him, because he's somebody who puts everything forward. And number one, our both mottos is pretty much, is it good for kids? Yes or no? If it is, we're going to do it. If there's a barrier, how do you climb over it or break down that wall to do it? So I think we have similar philosophies, and it means a lot that he thought of me. And it's a team. It's not just us, it's the teachers. I mean, I'm standing on the shoulder of giants. I look at the people I work with. We have a math coach, Cindy Lewis, amazing. I learn from her every single day. A new teacher, Lindsay Shaler. I look at her and I'm inspired. If I'm having a bad day, I go in her class. The amazing things this young girl is doing in her classroom. I think about all these people who I've worked with over the years, and people from professional organizations, and it gives you the drive to get up and come to work every day. Like I said, it doesn't feel much like work when you're surrounded by people who are deeply believe in something that you do every day.
What does a curriculum director do?
It might be easier to ask what I don't do. I do a lot of the state and federal programming, but number one, right now it's assessment. Assessments aren't inherently evil. Maybe the ways in which they can use, there could be some lively discussion about that. But a lot of the assessments, when we talk about curriculum, think about any subject area in a K through 12 elementary. I lean on the expertise and knowledge of some of the teachers in the trenches, but I help support and make sure they have the resources they need to best stand in front of those kids for 6 hours a day. There's a lot of facilitating meetings, there's evaluations, there is all sorts of exciting projects, a lot in digital tools as well, and how to leverage those to make sure that we're doing things that are meaningful, growing dendrites, not just moving butt-based education over to the computer. So there's a lot involved, but again, great teaching colleagues, terrific leadership team, very supportive community, and great supportive school board as well. So it makes all of those things work really well together in the role.
Well, congratulations and thank you for what you do.
Thank you.
Amber receives a $1,500 check from the Michigan Lottery, and North Branch Area Schools receives a $500 grant. Excellence in Education Awards sponsored by the Michigan Lottery, providing more than $26 billion to public education since 1972.